Alright guys, sorry I can't be there today. I had to go to an appointment this afternoon. So I have recorded the notes, and while the substitute is there today, I'd like for you to copy these notes into your jam, and then there will be a practice page that the substitute has that you can grab from her or him. I'm not sure who the substitute is today, but grab from the sub and work on, and then of course there will be a new activity for you to do tomorrow from home. Including the practice from today. So anyway, just follow Canvas. You guys know the drill. All right, so hopefully you watched the video on Friday, the Math Antics video. I love that guy. And he gave you guys an introduction about functions. A lot of information there. So we're going to break it down here and make sure that we have a good resource to go back to. So of course, today's date is Monday, September 14th, 2020. We were doing our functions introduction. Also, by the way, hopefully you guys know this, but pause the video as you need to. Like if I'm going too fast or you're not caught up, I mean, that's fine. Just pause it and then start it again. So you don't have to try to keep up with me if I go too fast, okay? So we're going to start out today with some vocabulary. Our first vocabulary word is relation. Okay, and a relation is a set of ordered pairs. Okay, so an example is this fancy bracket, right? Just do the best you can. Those are kind of hard to draw. And then we're just going to do some ordered pairs here, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, and then you close it with a fancy bracket. Okay, so this says that we are talking about all of these ordered pairs together as one set, right? Other vocabulary, you guys know what synonyms are, right? Words that have the same meaning. Sounds weird for math, but it'll make sense in a second. And when we're talking about synonyms for functions, you guys are really used to using x and y for the ordered pairs, right? This is our x is the first value, y is the second value. You're also going to hear me use input, output, and that was explained pretty well in the video, or domain and range. Domain is all the x values, range is all of the y values. So all of those things are interchangeable. X input domain, talking about this part of an ordered pair. Y output range, I'm talking about this part of the ordered pair. Okay? And then of course, we will define function, which is a special relation where every input has only one output. Okay, so we're talking about a special relation. So that word relation comes back up here to this definition. So we're talking about a special set of ordered pairs, if we just put that definition right there, where every input has only one output, meaning that every x is only connected to one y. Okay, so input, outputs, those are the connections there. So let's start out with identifying functions. So we're going to look at a few examples, and you're just going to tell me, is it a function or not? Okay, so we have our relation here. We've got -2, 2, -1, 2, 0, 2, 1, 2, 2, 0. Okay, so this is just a random set of numbers. Actually, let's go ahead and make this 2, 2 down here. I just said 2, 2. That's really funny. Sorry, guys. It's early. Okay, so we have this set of ordered pairs. right? So we have to decide if it's a function or not. So remember, up here it said a function is a special relation where every input has only one output. So that is a really fancy way of saying the x values do not repeat. Okay, so when we're looking at our x values, -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2, none of those repeat. Okay, so I hate to say it, but the y values, those outputs, we're not paying attention to those. We're going to ignore them when we're trying to decide if a relation is a function or not. Okay, so this actually is a function. And the reason that it's a function is because the x values do not repeat. And that comes back to that every input has only one output. Okay. So let's try another way of looking at this. So this relation was given as ordered pairs. Sometimes you'll be given a relation as a table. I apologize for my table drawing abilities, but there we go. So we're going to use -2, 1, 0, 0, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so when I look at this table here, I'm going to ask myself, does every input have only one output? And the answer is no, because we have two inputs that repeat. This 0 repeats, so that disqualifies it from being a function. So this relation, this set of ordered pairs, is not a function. And again, the reason for that is because these zeros repeat. Remember, input is x, output is y. Okay, so x value 0 repeats. Let's write that in here. All right, so there's our start of this. I'm sorry that this is so faded. I don't know how to make this darker, but here we go. That's a little better, right? A little bit. Okay. Oh, and this happens to be page 9 for me in the jam. So let's turn the page and go on to the next bit of information. Another way you might see functions is a mapping diagram. Do you guys remember mappings? So mappings look like this. Probably you didn't enjoy them last year. We've got input, we've got output, and then we have these really weird, awkward, oval-y things, right? Okay, and then they are connected to show you what your ordered pairs are. So I would have -1, 4, I would have 3, 15, and I would have 11, 15. Okay, so the way to use this to determine if it's a function, because remember this is another relation, is to look and see if any of these numbers have more than one arrow coming off of them, right? So since each of these only has a single arrow, this is a function. It doesn't matter that 15 is used twice. Remember, we don't really care about these y values over here. So because 15 is used twice, that doesn't change whether or not it's a function. So this is yes, this is a function.